Hi everybody, it's Kimberly. Welcome back. As you can see, or many of you may know already, I changed the name of my business and brand, and I did so for so many reasons, mainly because I was guided to. So the new brand is the Illumined Guru, and it's all about helping everybody walk the sacred path to enlightenment. And this is for twin flames still, and those that are not twin flames who I've already been working with. It's just a way to broaden the platform. So I wanted to let you know that, and let you know that I've tried to make it a seamless transition. So basically the YouTube channel's transitioned. You're going to see some new things, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And everything that we've been doing was transitioned. The website, so on the channel art of YouTube, you can just click schedule a session. It takes you right to the new website. Or if you go to the twinflamefamily.com, it takes you to the new website. So it should be pretty seamless. The only thing that did get blocked was my transition on Facebook. So can I please ask all of you, please, to go onto Facebook and like the new page. They were unable to convert the Twin Flame family, and so I had to take that as a divine sign that the Twin Flame family community was supposed to just stay on its own page, even though it's part of this bigger brand now. So anyhow, they made me start a new page. So the new page is facebook.com/The Illumined Guru. So if you can just do it now, like go onto your mobile tablet or mobile phone or your tablet, or just open another tab next to YouTube and just go like, because I've had about a year of building my following on the Twin Flame family, and the content is going to be very similar. So let me talk about what this all means so that you understand. So I'm still going to post weekly videos, readings, and energy updates for Twin Flames. I still have readings as in my offerings, as well as Twin Flame and Divine Love couples coaching sessions. I'm also doing ascension coaching and soul coaching, which I've been doing. Many of you have come to me and worked with me in that capacity, and it's been amazing. This is really working towards you aligning with and harmonizing with your light, clearing out the shadow stuff. So I've expanded the length of those sessions. They went from an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, and they're still readings. I'm also doing animal communication now. Okay. So, this is a huge thing. If you have a pet that you're not quite understanding their behavior or their purpose in your life, if you've had a pet that's crossed over or is about to make that transition, I can assist you in receiving messages from your animal and understanding a bit more why he, she, or they are in your life and what purpose they're serving for you. So, in addition to that, I'm also doing, as part of the everyday services, harnessing your divine power, which is really about like my gods and goddesses in training, which is, harnessing your divine feminine, divine masculine. I can work on you individually with this. So I'll still be holding monthly workshops. One that's coming up is Signs. It's called Signs Everywhere Signs. It's on September 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to the website and click on classes and workshops under the schedule a session or book a session. And that's going to be, it's slated for an hour and a half. I have a feeling it's going to be a 2-hour workshop. It is going to be all about signs, what they mean, how we develop a language with them, how do we translate the synchronicities and work with them so that they're beneficial to us rather than feeling angst towards them or not understanding them. And I'll be teaching things, really, really important things about this. And we'll also have the opportunity to share and exchange stories, which is going to be awesome. I already know that. So anyhow, check out the new website, all the new services, things that are going to be added on YouTube in addition to the Twin Flame community. Still doing support group calls, all of that. But in addition to that, I'm going to be doing weekly segments on like ascension tips, ascension coaching, things that we're all dealing with in our evolution, how to clear out the shadows, how to work through blocks in relationships. I'll be holding interviews with other gurus, okay, to help you harness your inner guru. So that's like authors, hypnotherapists. We're going to talk about past life regression. We're going to talk about different books and blogs and some cool people that are on their mission and how they're doing this and serving others, and what advice and information and knowledge they have to share with you that can help you along your journey. And also how they kind of arrived on their path to success and fulfillment. So, and I'll be sharing wellness tips as well. That's another added thing here. So many of you might not know, I'm a big cook. I am a healthy liver. I live healthy is what I am trying to say. I create homeopathic remedies to many things. I have very healthy recipes. I used to teach Pilates and yoga, and I have information that over time I'd like to share with you, and I will insert it in the videos in terms of it being more holistic about healing now and about living our best life and about stepping towards enlightenment and becoming illumined. So I hope you all enjoy that. Thank you so much. So please visit the new website and like the new Facebook page. So now I'm going to get on to this week's reading. It's Sunday morning and I'm sipping my coffee, which everybody, you guys all love this. It's the Crazy Cat Lady. You got to love it. It's a cool morning here on the East Coast. We're having fall-like weather and it's just so enjoyable. So yeah. So twin flames, we're coming out of this big solar eclipse and Emerald Gateway is closing. We're going to be heading towards Mercury going direct. Thank God. I'm going to shuffle some cards here and see what we have. I do have some messages that are coming through from, I know, just from the readings that I've had over the past week. And so for twin flames and divine love couples, yeah, so there's been a lot coming up about going with the flow, okay? Yeah, so there's been a lot coming up about going with the flow and being in the place of fluidity. And this has been an emotional week for most. The divine feminine has been struggling with the heaviness of the emotions, and a lot of old stuff is coming up. Divine masculine has been provoked to, in some instances, shut down, in some instances, appear as cold or unfeeling. But I can assure you that he's doing this because, if you're experiencing this, he's doing this because it's necessary to get through the heaviness in the air. Okay, if that makes sense. So like the heaviness that the feminine is feeling. So the divine feminine is going, but why don't you understand this? But why, and why am I or maybe you're not in contact and you're just going, why am I longing for him again? Why is this happening? Well, during retrograde periods, we often will start to look towards the past. We'll start yearning or desiring the past. I always call it like a, you reminisce during that period, okay? And that's good. You're supposed to be doing that right now. The masculine is gonna put on a poker face a little bit right now, with some of his true feelings because the energies are so intense. But it's not going to stay like this. And I don't think it's what he really means or feels. Yeah, so I love when cards just fly out too. So I'll get to the cards in a minute. I just want to keep speaking to this a little bit more. So with the twins, it's also that right now is a time of incredible change. Like, this is, for both twins, a time of manifestation. And I am getting, for the shared card, is the Magician, okay? And this is about this whole month of August. Everything that's been happening cosmically has set us up to bring big dreams to life, and to the things that we've been thinking about for the last 4 or 5 months, bring them into fruition. And it's one of the reasons I think I was guided to change the channel, to change the brand, to create the new website. I couldn't even fight it. It was crazy trying to do it during a Mercury retrograde period. And I had to push through some blocks, but I was guided. And I think many of you are too. Whether it's a blog or some sort of writing that you're doing, or a book, or if it's, just stepping onto mission, if it's just manifesting better in your daily life, we're being called to look at how we manifest, what great manifestors we are. And we're getting something new going, whether it's a new venture, a blog, a book, a new website. These are times to bring things into life. And through September, I feel we're going to have a very good opportunity to lay the foundation for all of this. So if we've just newly launched something, or say you're just, I have a client who's signing a lease on a new space for a new venture. I have another client who's writing a new blog. And it's like, I see this happening, not just through my clients, through myself, through the collective, and through what I'm downloading in these messages. These things are lining up for us right now, and it is good. Okay, it's not to say that there won't be some roadblocks. It's not to say that things aren't going to still evolve and take shape. They'll be different when it comes to be, or when you're putting it out to the masses, or when you're, up and ready to go with it. It's going to be different than what it is now, and that's what they want you to know. Okay, but go with it, because it's going to change and evolve and grow. And so is my brand, the Illumin Guru. That's going to change. It's going to find its own format eventually. And so that's going back to the going with the flow. They're asking us to flow with these changes. They're asking us to flow with any resistance we're having from the universe, roadblocks. They're asking us to forgive. They're asking, especially our twin flames, if the divine masculine's being a jerk, let it go and flow with it. Okay, so I've got a spread here. Let me just talk quickly about it. So we've got the Magician, like I said, as the shared energy. And like I said, it's all about manifestation. And the masculine seems to be trying to focus positively. So if the feminine he's trying to get to the next phase in his life. He's trying to get to the next place. Like, he's ready for the starting anew. He's ready for it only being good and harmonious. He's ready to be in that place. So what's happening is, whether you're in contact or not, if you've been feeling this heaviness, if you've been starting to yearn or grow attached again, if you've been focusing negatively and not even realizing it on the dynamic, needing, wanting, yearning, or just feeling like, oh my God, my twin flame's never going to change, that same frustration that comes in and out, he's feeling that. And so that's maybe the jerkiness that's coming through, or maybe the front that he's going to put up, where it's like an emotional wall, or he's shutting down, or saying, no, I don't want this, or going in the other direction. But this is temporary. And so they're saying, feminine, you got to shift into a more positive attitude. You've got to clear out the negative from within and push it out. And this is going to help tremendously in uplifting the dynamic. Okay, go back into the 5D. Go back into the kindness. And go back into the focus on yourself. Because feminine, you're also ready for that new life and the new phase of life. And I feel like the theme for September for both is it's a new life. One of my clients said to me, I almost feel like September is a new year. And I said, isn't that funny? I said, because I felt like that about September my entire life. I used to love going back to school in September. I was like one of those people that I liked that feeling of, you know, shopping for fall clothes or back to school clothes and getting excited and getting like the newness of a new schedule and a new regimen and new unknowns to come and the feeling of like being able to start fresh kind of. I always loved that growing up. As an adult, I've come to realize I still love it. You know what? Even in college, I used to love that feeling of like moving back into the dorm. You know, like that feeling of it felt like a new year. So many of us, because school starts around this time, we were programmed like that for most of our lives. Like it's a new beginning. Also, although I don't adhere to the religion, I have a Judaic background, and in the Jewish religion tradition, the new year is in September. So it's very interesting that there is this feeling of a new life for both and a new year. And I'm feeling that very much for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And if you're feeling like that song, It's a Whole New You, keeps coming into my mind. So if you're feeling like it's a whole new you and you're ready to shine your light in a different way, well, then it absolutely is time, and just trust it. Go with it. There are changes that you're going through right now. It's transformation. We're in transformation station, so just go with it. These are positive changes, even if they look negative right now. So underneath the Magician card, this being a good manifestor, bringing these things into life, getting started on the new ventures and the next phase and this new life and this new beginning and this new year. Underneath that, we have the Death card. So what is that? That's the old things that are dying, our old beliefs, the old way of being, the old pattern of being stuck. Okay? And it's that pattern of being stuck that's forming a new desire. And that desire is guiding us into this next phase. And these may feel sad. This may feel heavy. This may feel like something's ending. But I promise you, something new is beginning. Okay? Trust in that. Above this, for the shared energy, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay? And this is about, I feel like for the twins, it's about taking slow and steady steps towards one another, towards the truth, towards the emotional truth, laying the foundation, knowing that you don't have all the information that you need yet, that you're not at the point in evolution that you're going to be in 6 months or a year, but you're getting there steadily and steadfastly. Also, one of the things that has come up, they're saying to visualize success, by the way. And one of the things that keeps coming up is this, it's this vision of trees and leaves and trees with roots and everything. And I feel like some of you that feel like you may have just been drowning during these emotions and heavy energies in August, they're saying like it's only because you've been still in a fear mode or a resistant mode or focusing on the negative, and that's creating that resistance in the water, so to speak. Okay, and that's what's that drowning feeling. It's not as bad as it seems, and we're coming out to more clarity now, a lot more clarity. So for those of you that have felt like that, it's not all of you, but some of you, I want you to imagine pulling yourself up out of the water, out of the emotions, right? Because this is all about your emotional cups, and planting your roots now, getting grounded in the next phase, and knowing that everything is still all interconnected in your web, in your universe, including and especially your soul connection with your twin flame. Okay? For the feminine, I'm feeling the King of Pentacles is coming up. Okay, this is about being grounded in your daily life, your endeavors, your what you're doing in the world. It's about abundance, okay? And I feel for her that this is really important right now. And above her, crowning above her, is her solar plexus chakra. And this is all connected to getting out of the fear, doubt, and insecurity, especially the insecurity, getting back connected into her solar plexus, and getting that confidence under our wings where we know we're right, where we know we're on track, where we're trusting the universe, we're trusting ourselves, we're believing in ourselves. And this is our connection to our intuition. This is our connection to, which so many of us doubt, and we stand outside of our connection to our solar plexus when we hear our intuition and then ignore it. Okay, so it's saying trust in that. And also this is about purging the insecurities so that we can stand taller as connected to our divinity, with the crown on our head, with our back up straight, with our confidence exuding. That's what we're being called to do. And if you want to work with me in private session on how you can do this for you specifically and what the tools are, you can book that Harnessing the Divine Power session now, or any Ascension or Soul Coaching session. Okay? Underneath for the feminine is her love life. And this is also a past life card. It's an early life card. This is about some of the feeling of the recent feelings of like, oh, this has been a struggle. I may have had romantic struggles throughout my past lives. I'm carrying the same karma into this life. I am really wanting to open my heart chakra. And it's time now to understand that I am ready for abundance in this area. I am opening my heart. I am clearing blocks that no longer hold me back. And new love is coming in for me. Okay, and that could be the union with your twin flame. It could be a new love interest coming in to line up with where you're at now, which is a place of empowerment, reconnection to your divine feminine power. It's a place of lifting up out of the low vibrational energies, okay? So very positive, I feel, for the feminine. You're going to have to harness your inner power to get here, to get to the joy, and to get this new venture, these new things off the ground. Have the confidence in yourself and the trust in the universe and how it's all unfolding for you. Let it unfold. For the masculine, I've got the Moon card coming up, which when it's upright, looks like this, for those of you who aren't familiar. And then I feel like this is the solar eclipse. And the Moon card, this is about some sort of a confusion, not knowing, a split decision. I feel like for the masculine, this is, you know, he gets on track and then he gets a bit like derailed, or he starts going really, really good and in a clean and like awakened way, and then he falls off the wagon, so to speak. Whether that's through addiction, low vibrational behaviors, ego, bullshit, the front that I was talking about, right? Putting up his defenses. But the one thing I really love about this reading is that I don't see many swords cards here. And in the past, I always get the swords cards when we're like purging our stuff, you know, pain, sleepless nights, being held to old patterns, you know, the blinders on, like all those things come up in the swords cards, and I don't have any here. So I really feel like we've done so much purging, and the things that are coming up, they're remnants now. They're remnants. And they're here as gifts to us. So don't be mad. Like, why am I feeling this way again? Why is he doing this again? Why is she doing this again? Why am I feeling this way again? Because you're supposed to, so you can clear the rest of this. And some of my clients, I'm hearing this, and especially I'm going, it's a gift. It's a gift. And I'm looking at their cards, and it's the same thing. It's like positive cards are coming up. It's a gift so that if there's something that hasn't been totally healed within you, you can go back in and pinpoint it and get to the bottom of it and do the deeper healing and clear it out once and for all. That means bring it totally up into the light, integrate it all the way. And it's through this that we have lots of aha moments, and I can help you facilitate that in the soul coaching sessions. So for the masculine, they're saying to meditate, okay? And he may be doing this before he goes to sleep or in set meditation time. He will really benefit. If you're a divine masculine watching this right now and you identify with the masculine energy, benefit right now from being outside in nature. Quiet time. No loud music, no, just quiet listening to what the messages are. Also for the masculine. He's focused on something too, and it's a new goal. It's this wanting to move forward, okay? It's that wanting to move forward. Coming up underneath this is past life or early life card, wars and battles for the masculine. And this could be some of the reason why I think he gets sparked when he gets triggered and he gets combative. And they're also saying it's about karma with those in his life, including you and other karmic relationships in his life. He's had ties to in war and battle. He's purging that right now, believe it or not. So if you're getting anger, they're even saying it's anger within himself because maybe in a past life, he had to, he saw people that he loved or was connected to killed or shot or wounded, or he had to pull the trigger or hurt others. And he's purging the anger within himself. He's purging the karma that he has with others who are with him in this phase, and it may come up as anger or resistance or the shields, the blocks. Overall, they're saying be willing to forgive. This is the advice card. And sacral chakra is really important right now. And this is like removing toxins from our life. Toxic people, toxic food, drink, environmental chemicals, getting really clean and pure. But I really think this is also connected to the polarities within, which is our divine feminine, divine masculine. This is our genitalia. This is our womb. This is that for us. And many of you might even have weaknesses or have had ailments or illnesses in your sacral chakra area in the past. And they're saying, pay attention to this right now. It's a highly sensitive time. Get really pure with your diet. Get really pure with your thoughts. Get really pure with what you're surrounding yourself with and what you're putting into your body. And keep aligning with your solar plexus chakra, which is your power center that connects you to your divine power that's rooted in your femininity or in your masculinity. Okay? And bottom of the deck is the High Priestess card. Okay? And it's interesting because we actually have the moon here, and it feels like the new moon. And this is about harnessing your power. This is about decisions that feel like they need to be made, but I'm saying nothing needs to be made right now. There are no decisions that you have to make or rush to. Be guided. Flow with it. Let things unfold. So, does that mean that you're not taking action steps? No. You're taking action steps now, it's September. It's time to just continue this new life, this new journey, these new ventures. But they're not willed or forceful steps. They're like, oh, okay, I feel like I need to do this. Oh, I feel like I need to do this. Oh, I'm going with the flow. Oh, I'm going with that. Okay, that's how it feels. Okay, bottom of the deck for the past life deck, early life is scribe or writer, and that's coming up for lots of you. And I know many of you have intention of writing, whether it's just writing out your feelings to get them out, or if it's feel very much like this is for those of you that your mission is around writing. Now's the time to find your words again, to find your words. And it may even be time to start sharing them with others. Like I said, through a blog, through a book, through social media posts. And what's coming up on the Ascended Masters deck is see the other person's point of view. So if we feel jilted by the masculine for the Divine Feminine, try to understand where they're coming from. They're trying to break through some barriers within themselves. They've also got old stuff coming up for them. This too shall pass. Have patience. Let things unfold. Okay? In the bottom of the Angel Therapy deck is ear chakras. And this is about just listening to the messages, and particularly the signs, synchronicities, and what you're hearing on a psychic level in your ears. That means it could be little whispers, voices. It could be messages that you're receiving through music. It could be any sort of a form of hearing something that resonates for you. Pay attention to what those messages are because they're very important, and that's going to go with you trusting what you're hearing. Listen to it. I know I went into the past couple of days have been very difficult for me and my dynamic. And every time I would go into a negative space or some sort of a negative spiral or get into a very fearful place, because that had been coming up and I didn't know where it was coming from. It just was like these very visceral feelings that I felt like I had no control over. And every time I did, I would be just smacked with the word hope. It just kept finding me in my rearview mirror, in front of me, on the street, on the side of the road, on someone's bumper sticker. It was everywhere. So I said, okay, this is the shift of not hanging on to hope, but being hopeful, having faith, being in a place where shifting out of the negative, low vibrational energies and getting into that great things are coming, great things are coming. I also started seeing rainbows everywhere, a lot. They started to be like sitting reading a book. There's a rainbow on the page. Rainbows falling across my car seat. Rainbows on the wall. Rainbows on the street. Rainbows in street signs. Rainbows everywhere. And rainbow energy is about joy. It's about good things on their way. It's about healing. And it's just a reminder, like, good things are coming. We're manifesting them. Get into the positive energy. That's how you're going to line up with it. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay, take care. Bye.